Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, patch 3.2. We've had the information released. It's coming this Thursday. So a couple of days time. They did say they were going to do another patch kind of like mid-month. Looks like it's coming really soon. So there's a few things that are in the mix. At least I think the patch is all coming at the same time. It might be that this Thursday is just the new Legendary Champion, which is a fusion event, which I'm going to get to in a minute, and the rest of the patch comes later, but it kind of reads like it's all coming at the same time. So the first thing that they're going to add in the patch is another 100 space. At the moment, we've got 200 space in the kind of main part of the champion section. They're going to add another 100. Now, let's not kid ourselves, guys. They're not just going to throw another 100 on the bottom. There's going to be this plus button doing work. It's going to be gems, it's going to be silver, all of that stuff. We're not getting a free 100 space. And, yeah, just don't expect it. We're going to be paying for that space. The other thing they're going to do, which should be free, I don't think we've ever been charged to increase our storage space. We're going to get another 300 space in artifact storage. I'm not sure. They don't tell us whether we're getting any more accessory space. I don't think we are. I think we're getting 300 more space in artifact. I'd like to know your thoughts on both of those. 100 more champion space. We still won't actually have 300 plus 300, 600. I think we just about have enough space to be able to summon one of every champion in the game. It's better. It's better. I think very quickly we're going to run into the same problem because they release so many champions so frequently. It feels like if I was doing this update, I would probably just try and double the space. I would not, these 100 increments, double the space. I think I would probably try and double the artifact storage space. We've now got a bunch of interesting sets they've put into the game. I'm struggling, always at the cusp of being full, to really build this stuff out to try it because I just don't have room. I just do not have room for these extra sets. I know that some players coming through the game might have a bit more space than I've got, but you know, when they drop the kind of destroy set buff, suddenly destroy set's cool. Reflex set's now pretty cool to play around with. You know, there's so many better sets out there now, and we just don't have the space for it. So 300 more space, good start. Almost same again, please, I would say. Same again, please. But there you go. I'm not going to be down on it, actually. It's good that they're doing something, and it's a start. So a lot of people are more positive now about fragment summons. The old style fusions generally are all new champions, so it means there's a much longer grind. The new style kind of fragments means you don't have to do all of the potion grind that you're doing. You don't have to level up as many champions, but you do still have to kind of collect the fragments in the time zones that are set up. We will put this on the website along with kind of the best ways to do it once all that information is released on Thursday. But this guy's coming Thursday. We'll go through his kit in a second. I just want to say, I'm going to throw it out there. I really wish they would just do follow-up events for the people that have got not 100% of the fragments for these guys. You know, I've just started a new account and it already shows Eligeus, Drokol, Preela in my new account fragment summons. As a new player, I'm looking at it like, well, when do these things happen? Why have I not seen any of these guys yet? Why do they not just put them in to normal events? Why don't they put them into a normal event? You know, maybe it's a top tier thing, but 5 fragments of Preela. Not everyone has to go for it, but at least there's something coming back in. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. So here we go. Iron Brago. Comment below, guys. Guess the faction. Before I tell you, guess the faction. Don't comment if you've already heard it somewhere else. But I'm interested to know what sort of guy you think he looks like. I'm also, now I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, with the kind of like dress that he's wearing, was he ever, should they not have saved him for the samurai? I don't know. Anyway, he's actually a legendary orc. Does he look like an orc? I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe I'm being harsh. Legendary orc, defense-based champion, and he's a spirit champion. So let's just have a quick look in the orcs. Legendaries, they could do with another one. Good. They have got no defense-based champions. And they've got no spirit legendaries. I reckon someone actually looked at the index before they designed this guy. Good job. Good job. So this guy then. Iron Brago. Let's go through his kit and kind of see if we think he's on paper worth anything. I'm just going to pull his kit up over here. So A1 then. Molten Pummeling. Attacks one enemy. 20% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by a turn. It's actually quite a cool A1. It's not a bad A1. 20% is kind of weak. I'd imagine there's going to be the ability to book that up to 35 probably if kind of, normal kind of play resumes with this one. If it's 35% chance of reducing all buffs by a turn, it's kind of nice. You will need accuracy for that. But you'll need accuracy for other parts of his kit anyway. So A2 then places increased defense on all allies for 3 turns. That's strong. 3 turns is big. Then attacks one enemy. 75% chance. I'd imagine again you can book this to 100 of placing a stun. 75% chance, again, probably 100 chance of placing a stun for 2 turns if the target's under 2 or more buffs. I don't even know if there's any other champion in the game that's got a 2-turn stun. I'm not sure if there is. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But 2-turn stun is huge. Like, skills don't cool down when someone's stunned. It's massive. It's massive. And placing increased defense at the same time. It's a single target hit, so it's not going to be like a broken move. But that is really cool. Really cool. 4-turn cooldown. Might book down to 3. And then you'd have increased defense up 100% of the time. This is an interesting move. I like this. Obviously, stun doesn't work on any bosses. So that's more... It's kind of more built as a PvP style ability or as like a wave style ability where you're trying to get through the different waves of dungeons. The last ability then, the A3, AoE, so it attacks all enemies, 50% chance, probably books to 65, 75, something like that, of placing a provoke for 1 turn. So AoE provoke. I must admit, for legendaries, I really want an AoE provoke to be 100% chance to land. I don't love the RNG. You can't control the RNG very well with a 50%. Also places a decreased attack on all enemies if Brago's under increased defense. So decreased attack, really strong ability, generally means you're going to be taking less damage coming into you. If you've got increased defense up at the same time, you're taking less damage coming into you. So all of that kind of works. The thing that I like most about him is his passive. His passive increases the defense of all allies by 10% of this champion's defense. Total defense. So if he's got an increased defense buff on, let's say he's got 4k defense and he gets the 60% increased defense buff on, I should have worked out what the maths of that is, but it's going to be like 6.5k defense. Around that. 6.5k defense. He's giving everybody another 650 defense. If he can keep defense up 100% of the time, wow, 650 defense to your whole team, or even like 500 defense to your whole team would be massive. So, I really like this passive. I think they've got some cool ideas. Well, I've got some cool ideas with the passive part being a really good core part of your team. So interesting. Is he going to be broken? I don't know what his multipliers look like yet, but I don't think on the kind of face of it he's got a broken kit. But I do think for a player coming up through the game, that extra chunk of defense on all of your team will help you get through kind of any content. Really, defense is so important to get you through content. All you got to do is scale one person's defense up to help your whole team. If people are struggling with clan boss because they can't get their defense numbers up, he might come in there. It just feels like he could be relevant. So that's my take on him. Let me know your views in the comments below. And as I say, as soon as anything comes out that helps us understand the different events and that type of stuff, we will put an article on the website to help you through it. I've been Hell Hades. I'll catch you later.